Hey guys, Icebreaker back. Today we are going to be talking about heroes. In this video we're going to cover Sergeant Brick, which is obviously the first hero you get. We'll talk about how to unlock her perks, upgrades, and how to use her. So let's jump straight in. Sergeant Brick is the first hero you get. To unlock Sergeant Brick you need to have HQ level 4 and you need to upgrade this building. At the start it's called the Derelict Building or the Derelict Hut. Once you upgrade it, it becomes the Hero Hut, which is where all your heroes live, where you can do all your upgrades for and whatnot. So once you've got HQ 4, you can upgrade this building, and as soon as that building's finished upgrading, you unlock Sergeant Brick straight away. Sergeant Brick's standard stats are nothing amazing. The hero perk on with Brick is the grenade spammer. Now what that is every time Brick targets a new defense or a new building, the first thing she'll do when she starts shooting is she'll throw a grenade first, which deals a bit more damage than what her normal gunshot does. So she'll throw the grenade and then start shooting it with a gun. Once that defense is, or that building's destroyed, she'll move on to the next building where she'll throw another grenade at that and then shoot, and so on. Basically every time she targets a new building she'll throw a grenade first. Her abilities are Cluster Grenade, Iron Will, and Battle Orders. Cluster Grenade is it's basically just similar sort of thing to her normal grenade, but it does a lot more damage and does area splash damage as well with the shrapnel count. Each piece of shrapnel fires off in a different direction and does damage to nearby buildings, which I'll show you in a sec. Iron Will is this one. Sorry. This has a 10 tile radius, and any troops that are inside that 10 tiles will receive less damage from any incoming fire from defences. So these will help keep your troops alive a little bit longer whilst they're taking damage from rocket launchers, boom cannons, whatever it may be. And Battle Orders is it's got a 10 tile radius, and any troops that are inside that radius will receive a 60% speed bonus, 30% damage boost, and it will last for 7.5 seconds, the same as Iron Will. Any troops, this is obviously level 6, but any troops that are in the radius will get a speed and damage boost for 7.5 seconds whilst the hero ability is activated. On the Cluster Grenade, it will cost you 3 GBE to fire the first one, and then it will go up by 3 GBE every time you use it. So the first one is 3 GBE, the second one is 6 GBE, the third time you use it is 9 GBE, and so on. Iron Will cost you 6 GBE the first time you use it, and will increase by 12 GBE every time you use it. So it's 18 GBE for the third time. Battle Orders cost 6 GBE for the first time that you use it, and then it will increase by 12 GBE again every time you use it. So it'll go 6, 12, 18. Now I'll show you what these abilities do. Got a couple of replays here. Okay, so this video is for Battle Orders, which is probably the most effective and most widely used ability. It's pretty much universal. You can use it with any troop combo. It works really well. You see there the standard sort of speed they're coming off at, but then when you hit Battle Orders, they all speed up. They shoot faster, they move faster, they do more damage. And you can see there that circle zone there That circle is the 10 tiles. 10 tiles out to the left, 10 tiles out to the right in a circle. That's the area that's affected. You can see that these troops here are all inside that radius and receiving the boost. And this little lonely Zuka out to the far left, she isn't in that range, so she isn't affected. It only affects the troops that are inside that radius, guys. Okay, so that's battle orders. Speeds everything up, makes them do more damage. This one is Iron Will. You can see the boat heavies. See how much damage they're taking straight away, and how much less damage they take. And again, under the protection of the Iron Will. Again, you've got that big circle on the screen to show you which troops will be affected when you're using this. Again, only the troops under the circle in that radius will receive the boost. Or the protection from damage from the incoming defense fire. So that's Iron Will. And this one is the cluster grenade. First thing I did was drop the smoke because I don't want the boom cannons to kill her off before we get a chance to use it. Okay, I'm going to put it on half speed so you guys can see it because it happens quite quick. I'm also shocking the defences so that they don't kill us, so that I can use it a few times. Okay, so once the smoke goes, you see her shoot the grenade. It does a ton of damage to the boom cannon, and then the shrapnel goes off and damages the buildings behind. Again, big damage on the boom cannon, and the shrapnel is damaging the buildings behind. Again, for a third time, see that shrapnel damaging the buildings behind the one she shoots. A cluster grenade's good at damaging multiple buildings in this sort of situation when they're all clumped together. You can also clear mines with the cluster grenade too. It'll clear any mines that happen to be nearby. So when it comes to using your hero tokens to upgrades, my advice would be battle orders first, because that is universal. It works with any troop loadout. It's also really good for smoky attacks. Iron Will's also good as well, but it's not used as much on the main game. It's more of a warships ability, works better for warships. And the cluster grenade is pretty rarely used, not many people use it. But obviously you have to have a play around, guys, see what works for you. I have got some slides now that I will show you at the end of the video that will show you all the different upgrade costs and how much damage and stuff that will add to each upgrade. So then you can pause that or take a screenshot or whatnot of those pictures so you can see how much boost you're going to get from each upgrade and see where you want to invest those tokens. Like I said, your priority, in my opinion, should be battle orders before anything else. One little thing I will say is if you are using Sergeant Brick with troops like all Zuka or heavy Zuka, things like that, and you're smoking through a base or up to a core on an operation and there's a Simo on the way, what tends to happen is because Brick walks faster than Zuka's, she ends up leading a bit further ahead, so she's the first one to come into range of any defense, and as the Simo can fire through the smoke, she'll get picked off before you get a chance to use her, because like I said, she'll be leading and she'll be the first troop coming into range. So you need to be mindful of that when you are smoking her with Zukas or whatnot. It's always Iron Will and that sort of thing is good with Hookah or Grenadiers maybe. Any sort of troops that you'd use to sort of farm your way through defences to get to the HQ. Iron Will is a good choice, helps keep your troops alive that little bit longer. And again, similar sort of troop combos for the cluster grenades for bases that have tightly clumped defensive buildings when they're all sort of clumped together like mine are. It's be the sort of ideal time to use the cluster grenade, because it'll clear the mines and it'll damage the other defenses too. So yeah, slides are coming up in a second, guys. I'll leave it there. Have a play around and see which ability you think complements your play style the most. Invest those tokens wisely, because they are pretty rare as you come up through the game, and the upgrades do get quite expensive. You can see these are on 64 tokens at the moment. They start at 8 and they go up to 128 for level 6 upgrades, and they are really hard to get hold of. You've got to wait for the trader or play warships, which you don't get till HQ 10. So invest those tokens wisely, guys. Have a play around, see which complements you the most, and have fun with it. Slides are coming up next, guys. Thanks for watching.